Gigglez in the house from Hauntapolooza PODCAst. Today's video is what I call the top 5 things, and I actually wrote it down, that I learned working at a haunted house. You know, haunted attraction. But before we get into that, make sure that if you're new here that you subscribe, you click the notification bell so you don't miss nothing and don't get your throat slit. Make sure you share it to help us grow. Only you can help us grow. Not only that, make sure you leave a comment. Maybe there's something I missed or maybe something else you want to learn. So let's leave a comment down below. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, so these aren't in any particular order, like, from best to worst. I'm just going to go 5 to 1, and we'll just go from there. So number 5, I put family. And what I mean by that is, when you're working at a haunted attraction, whether you're an actor, an owner, someone who helps build, someone who helps run a haunted attraction, once you start setup, especially for outdoor haunts, even indoor haunts, when you start setup as you get closer to opening, that's your family. You end up with this unintended family, because you don't really, during the week you're gonna see a family, but a lot of people, the only family you have during that time is with the haunted attraction. So that was one of the things that I learned and saw, and I actually like, because it's like having another family on the side, and that you bring into your real life. There's a lot of cool people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's douchebags everywhere you work, but in any industry. But it just seems that this is it's just kind of like the unexpected family you never expected to have, but glad that you got. So that was number 5 on the list. Number 4, being on time and ready to learn. Number four. Being on time and ready to learn. And what I mean by that is, if you enjoy being an actor, an owner, or you're running things, and maybe down the road one day you're going to open a haunted attraction. Maybe you just want to be down for life to work in a haunted attraction. What I find is I get there early. Like, they tell you don't have to, if the haunt opens at 7, you don't really, get there by 6, get your makeup done, whatever. I usually show up at 4:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I like to, because now that, the guys are there, they're getting fog machines ready, they're getting everything, ready that they take down every night, and then, you get it set back up. And you should always be paying attention. Always, like I always say, even in any job that you have, you should always be practicing your craft. You should always be ready to learn, always be doing research. I mean, that's if you're really into it. If you're just there for a paycheck, you want to have a little fun, okay, but I'm telling you, even those people, you should be there on time. Because if you're not there on time, you're holding everybody back, right? If you're not there, and then all of a sudden now you're getting everybody mad because maybe you can't open, because maybe you might be an integral part of certain scenes. Maybe you're somebody that has to set something up, you know what I mean? Like a fog machine, lights, something. Like an outdoor attraction. So I'm telling you, even if you're there for fun, go there, get there early, learn. You're only going to get better, because if it's something you like, but you're not practicing your craft at home, on your friends, on your family, trying to do your thing. I mean, I'm not saying work it 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, but practice the craft. Go over the lines, look in a mirror, get in your costume, whatever. Get ready to learn. Learn all aspects that you can, between makeup and setup and building and acting and everything. I know it just sounds crazy, but if you're really into it, be there. Be there no matter what. Even if you're not in it to learn, be there on time. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, life happens. Like, this is a second job, it's a hobby, but the person that's running that owns that's a business to them. It's also a hobby, but they're there to make money. They're not there to lose money. So make sure you're always on time, always ready to learn, be able to take criticism. Even I take criticism. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's probably something you need to hear. You know what I mean? People tell me, hey, tone that down, kind of hit the gas and go crazy here, but kind of lay off over there. Yeah, you're not doing it right, or maybe you got caught with what I call your pants down, not in your spot at the right time, and trying to reset, and it ruins, you know what I mean? Like, there are things that you can't fix, And I think there's things you can fix and there's things you can't. You just gotta try and just get it. So like I said, be there ready on time and ready to learn. All right. Ooh. Oh, she's back. Dead baby's back. All right. Number 3 is what I call actors that aren't feeling it, either the set or acting. Because I already talked about actors that are down for it already. So this is for the ones that just aren't feeling it. Like if you're not feeling the set, like that you're in, whether it's a clowns or a zombie or whatever it is, whatever the set is for your haunted attraction, if you're not feeling it, what I suggest is going to a manager, whoever's in set of a thing, just talk to people. Just don't do it. But say, look, I'm not really feeling this set. I'm not feeling this area. Can I go to another one that I think, if this room or maybe people flip-flop, then you know what I mean? If you can, ask to move. Regardless of who you're with or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, whoever's in there, maybe you got friends in the clowns and you did it, but you just don't feel it. It's all right. It's really not a social gathering. You're there to scare people and entertain people. And have fun. That's what it's about. But if you're not having fun, you're making yourself in the area suffer. So I suggest going to the powers that be and say, hey, I want out. No offense. I'm not feeling what this is, and I just can't get excited and I can't do it. Also, for the ones that no matter where you put them, they're there for a paycheck, but they're just not into it, like those people should not be working. I know haunted attractions need bodies, but you're doing yourself an injustice by keeping the person that's not feeling it just, miserable and don't want any part of it. If you're one of those actors or an owner, just bow, like get rid of the actor or if you're the actor, bow out. Because all you're going to do is you're going to make people uncomfortable and doing the extra work when you could put a body in there that works. So go less, but have the other people there do a little bit more, and it makes it more fun for everybody. I'm not doing it to pick on people. I'm just saying if you're not feeling it, get out of the set or get out of the haunt. I mean, because if I owned a haunt and I saw people, even if it made me reduce the number of bodies inside, but I could still have a better product, then that's what I'm going to do. It may look like I don't have as many people, but I've been to haunted attractions that had one scare actor and scared the crap out of the people I was with versus a bunch of people just to fill bodies. That's number 3. Number 2, building. Now, one thing I learned is building things. With this new season and having a little bit, having a lot, I shouldn't say a lot more responsibility and building a set, I learned by building the Jack in the Box and then working with the people at 13th World on how to build walls. And I've seen it at other haunts. Lake Compounds did a behind the screens kind of thing, and they showed you how they build walls or tombstones. Or I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of things from a lot of places. And plus, you can find a lot of this information on Google, YouTube, whatever. And once we start getting everything ready to build the clown set, we're not going to go in full detail of everything and showing you it all done because we don't want to ruin it. We're going to give you little tidbits on building things and doing things and how we want to do. We're going to start beefing that up on this channel. We're going to get a lot of that. So learning how to build things is great because especially if you want to have a prop, maybe it's a Jack in the Box or something that you think and you're going to build it and bring it and set it up, do it. Talk to the owners, if it's outdoor and you can put it, talk to them. Say, hey, this is an idea I have. And, I've talked to all the, everybody in charge at 13th World. And, I said, I want to do this and that. Oh, yeah, all right, we can get that done. But I started off with the Jack in the Box. And now I'm full-blown building the thing. And I think, for everybody out there, if there's some kind of prop that you got to build, and you can build it, and if you can't, you can find out how to build it. I know it looks like, oh my God, it's going to take me, that's all right, but even if it took you a couple hours to build that Jack in the Box or whatever prop you're building, it's going to go a long way. And it showed that this year, like just the Jack in the Box added that much more to the clown set for us because I came up with an idea, tried it out, and it actually worked. the customers coming in, the people coming in that paid to be entertained, were entertained by that box. They saw the box, they knew it was coming, and people were still falling over, jumping, screaming, peeing their pants, whatever. Like it gave it that effect. It brought something new to the table that haunt didn't have. But I had the idea, and I'm like, hey, roll with it, see what happens. And it worked. I'm not saying every idea is going to work, but it's never going to work unless you try. And then when you get it, if you're not getting the pops that you wanted out of it, we'll figure out why and make whatever you built better. You can always tweak it. You know what I mean? Always tweak it if it's not working. So that was number 2. And then number 1 that I wrote down first was it's the motto that I've gone by. And I hope anybody in the haunt industry is listening to this key thing. This key thing is very key to all of this. If you can't scare them, make them laugh. Not everybody can be scared. A lot of people are desensitized. A lot of people are terrified. So the people that are desensitized to it and you're not getting them, make them laugh. That's like what I did with Tickle Time. There were people that weren't laughing, and I said, well, let me run down another area of the set and see what I could do using that. And I just blurted it out one day, and then a lot of the reaction, what did he say? Did he say Tickle Time? What? And then they laugh. And then some of the repeat customers that, we could hear them going, oh, it's Tickle Time, or, whatever was going on. They asked for the Psycho Twins. They asked for Cupcake. They'd ask for me. They're like, oh, where's like people like to be entertained, toyed with, played with. Some people just aren't scared, so you just gotta make them laugh. You could say certain things to make people laugh. Obviously, keep the political, racial, bad stuff like that out of it. Take everyday items and stuff like that and just make fun of it. I'm not saying being a disgusting person doing it, you know what I mean, that's going to get you so-called in the cancel culture for saying something bad or whatever. But you can say enough crazy stuff to make people laugh that people won't get offended by. Just pay attention. You got to be ad-libbing, quick on your feet. But if you can do that, or if you thought about it after that person, the next person used that line, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever you're thinking of. I think these were the top 5 things that I learned. And hopefully it helped you see another little aspect from being on the inside. You know what I mean? Talking about working at the Haunted Attraction. Talking about showing you guys stuff. And that's what I like to do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, click the subscribe button. Click the like button. Or if you hate me, click the dislike button. I don't care. Just hit a button. Hit any of those buttons. Subscribe, notification, leave us a comment. Maybe you work in a haunt and maybe we can interview you to maybe you have other items that I missed that you want out there. So just let us know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, everybody, stay freaky, y'all. Peace.